Last week I came out here on a rainy day and I showed you guys a comparison test between my mini excavator 1 ton and my little mini excavator 1.8 ton. And I'm about to pull out the Yanmar 1.8. We're going to give it some more tests. I'm going to put it through some paces out here, get some logs and mess with some stuff and test it on some hills. So I'm going to grab it real quick. Because there was fresh mud when I pulled this in the garage last week, the tracks were caked in mud. And now that it's dried, I back out and it just leaves mud everywhere. So I didn't bring any diesel fuel with me because we're just running out in the truck. Didn't bring the trailer. I already had both mini excavators out here at the property, and yeah, I pulled it out of the garage and ran out of fuel. Seriously. So I've been making some phone calls. Not like there's a lot of people around here. We're in the middle of nowhere, if you can't tell. So I do have a few friends in this area. I'm gonna see if anybody's got any diesel fuel. Well, I'm gonna run over to my buddy Tristan's place first, see if he's in town. I think he's here for the weekend with his family, but they might be out riding side-by-sides because he just put a new clutch on his machine. So I'm gonna run over there, then I'm gonna run over to the horse ranch if he's not there and see if I can find somebody with some diesel poop. Why? Why? Because I'm trying to make a video. Looks like no Tristan. There's his camera. What's up, dog? He's not here. He's got to have some diesel fuel here. That's diesel. That's either gas or diesel. That's diesel. That's diesel. And that Ram is diesel. You know this booger's got some diesel. Thanks, Tristan, for the diesel fuel, because I really need some right now because I ran out of fuel. And I didn't bring any. Yep, here we go. To all you people that said this machine can lift this log, I'm gonna see if you're right. Okay, okay, you guys are right. It's heavy, but I guess it moved it, right? All right, let's try it again. Let's see if it's operator skill or machine. Probably lack of skill. Okay, you guys are right. It can pick it up. That's a heavy booger right there. It was lack of operator skill. It was not lack of machine's ability. So there you go. Proof. It's just me. It's not you, little XH20D. I think it's gonna fall. So it's my lack of know-how. Let's put it back. Yep, it'll do it. I think it's time to do a happy dance because I picked up a big log. I get it. I just drove over a rake. Dang it, Lula. Haven't run this thing since yesterday. Got a little dark, had to call it quits. Turn the key to the left, 5 to 7 seconds, glow plugs. My plan today is just drive around and find some stuff to do with this thing. Logs, rocks, holes, hills, whatever we got. I'm gonna try it out. It's a little scary on a hill, like with any of these, but this dozer blade sticks down so far that I'm on a hill, but I'm leaned back a little. That's a nice touch. I always keep my bucket down on these hills. So we bought this property almost 3 years ago. I've had a mini excavator for half that time. I've never been able to drive it over here onto the island before. Now, my little 1-ton, I have a video where I cleared this out and I made this stream right here flow the way it does. But trying to get up here, it was too tippy and I didn't feel safe. But this thing, there's water here and I was able to drive it over. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what I'm going to do over here, but it's neat that I can do something here. Just having options. It's nice. I'd really like to be able to take it to the other side of the island, go over here and scoop up some rocks, put it in a little mini dumper buggy, and bring the rocks up and use them up by the cabin, make some, line the trails to the woods with the rocks. And yeah, but I'm not driving it over there. But at least I got it to the island, and that's a big step. I want to bring it over here to Turtle Creek, see what it looks like. I bet it's nasty on the bottom of that creek. of my upcoming projects is I'm gonna dig this out a little bit more, bring a bunch of rocks up here and line this with rocks. I need my mini skid to do that, but whenever I have the opportunity, I make a pass with this thing, and I'm just gonna start digging this down a little bit. And so when there's heavy rain, water will come through here and it'll go right past the cabin. What I'd really like to do is get my trencher, maybe this mini excavator, and dig this down and put a PVC pipe running from the creek with a pump. Pump water from the creek up here so that I always have a flow of water coming through here. I think that would really make this awesome. When we're out here on this bath deck out back, we're planning on putting a vintage clawfoot bathtub up there. That's why it's a bath deck. But on that bath deck, imagine they're laying in your bathtub listening to the water run by. That's the plan. Not soon, but one of these days. Let me show you something. So I think this was somebody's campsite or trash disposal site years ago. Some old bottles. Check this out. Diet Right Cola. How old is that can? You know? There's a bunch of these right here. Don't know. 7-Up. Check this booger out. That's an old can. Crazy. How old are those cans? Leave it in the comments. I have no idea. Are those 80s? Probably not 90s, maybe. 60s, 70s? I don't know. How long have those been here? Speaking of cool stuff, how about that log? Let's move a log. This is a good sized hill right here. If I wanted to work here, dozer blade down. And now we're sitting level. Pretty solid. Yeah, I'm excited about this machine. I drove my 1-ton through the woods right here. It's so skinny and narrow, I could make it through. Let's see if this one can do it. Not sure if it's that narrow. Swampy and muddy out here, but but it seems to be doing all right. Besides, I splashed mud all over myself. I'm good. So is the machine. Makes me happy. So, here's something jerky. Watch. So it made it through the woods. I did lose a few little trees doing that though. My little 1-ton's only 36 inches wide and I can slide between them. This one, that dozer blade's a little too wide to fit through all those trees and I had to run a few over.